Welcome to Kevin 27 World. It shows Kevin 27 back with another fire episode. And today I am ranking every movie I've seen in the theaters this year so far. And on this list, we come up with 18 movies. That's right. I've been to see 18 movies in 6 months. So yeah, I cannot wait to discuss some of them. And a couple movies I had to go see twice, like Thunderbolts I've seen 3 times, and Captain America twice. So yeah, I've been to the cinema like 21 times this year. It's crazy. I spent a lot of bread in the movie theater this year. So let's go ahead, man, and let's get it popping. Coming in at number 18, holy moly, we got good old Mickey 17. And oh, you know what? Matter of fact, let's go to this one. So coming in at number 18, we got Bring Her Back. Now, this was supposedly supposed to be a scary movie. It really just ended up being cringe, if I'm being honest. It's A24 production, so I was already brought in, right? Because A24 been killing it this year. It's like one of the worst movies they put out, if I'm just being honest. Like, I have no idea why it was 89% on Rotten Tomato. The film follows a brother and sister who, after their father's death, are placed with a foster mother who harbors a dark secret. It explores themes of loss, grief, and the unsettling nature of family dynamics with a focus on psychological horror. Yeah, the movie was actually pretty entertaining, but it was just too cringe for me. Like, I don't ever want to be watching a movie where I gotta see a kid chewing on a knife. Like no, it was too much of that going on. Especially when you say it's a horror film, I'm expecting like some horror, like scary themes. It was just cringe, if I'm being honest. Like, it was just a cringe film. So yeah, that one has got to be the worst movie I've seen so far this year. So we're going to go to 17 with Warfare. And Warfare, like, look, it's not like it was a bad movie. I just don't like seeing, I didn't like what I seen in the movie. Like, they was pretty much just pinned down the entire time, getting bullets rained on them. It wasn't that entertaining, you know. And this is a true story, so salute to the troops out there. Salute to the Marines and the Navy SEALs, all that. Just wasn't a good movie. Warfare is a 2025 film directed by Ray Mendoza and Alice Garland, based on Mendoza's experience as a U.S. Navy SEAL during the Iraq War. The film depicts a surveillance mission gone wrong in Ramadi, Iraq in 2006, and aims to provide a realistic and immersive portrayal of modern combat. Obviously, true story. I liked it, but it was a little too boring for me. So yeah, we could move on from that one. You know, just me personally, I thought it could have been better, but it should have been better. Should have been. So that was 17. So 16, we gonna go with Mickey 17. Mickey 17 was like pretty boring. Like, if I'm just being honest, like when I watched it, cool concept, but I just thought it was little dry, you know, a little dry. I would have liked a better movie. It's about a guy who just keeps dying over and over again, and he keeps getting like printed out into like not a new person, the same conscious pretty much. But yeah, it was alright, bro. Like, Mark Ruffalo, he was in it. He was alright. Like, the movie wasn't really much of a standout to me. Robert Pattinson, he was good in it, but I mean, I don't know. Bong Joon-ho, yeah, man, I wasn't feeling it. Was not feeling it. So we're gonna that one was cool, but I would have liked something better. So that's 16. Let's get to number 15. Den of Thieves, number 2. I was so disappointed in this movie. Like, as good as the first one as good as the first movie was, the second movie was equally as bad. Like, it didn't have that same pizzazz. And then the cop dude, you knew he was on BS from the beginning. Oh, I want to join sides. I got kicked off the force. I want to be a robber now. Like, terrible movie, terrible premise. I hated it. O'Shea Jackson Jr., stop acting. You're not good at it. Like, and I liked him in Straight Outta Compton, but that's it. I haven't. He just doesn't sell it for me. He just does not. So nope. Get that out of here. Number 14. Let's go with One of Them Days. So One of Them Days, Keke Palmer, starring Keke Palmer and SZA, was just one of those days, right? Where everything is just going wrong, right? For a friend. And two, One of Them Days is a 2025 film starring Keke Palmer and SZA, directed by Lawrence Lamont, produced by Issa Rae. The movie follows Drew, or Draw, I don't know what's her name, and Alyssa as they face eviction after discovering their rent money was stolen by Alyssa's boyfriend. Yeah, the movie could have been better. Like, it was just kind of, it was a little too predictable. That's one. And then the humor, it didn't have that, like, classic, because, like, okay, so this is like a classic hood movie, right? It's in LA, blase. It just didn't have that classic hood humor, like, funniness to it, you know. And then, honestly, bro, they ruined it at the end when the big bad guy was just some black dude shooting at women. It just didn't sit well with me, especially in this climate. Like, I didn't like that. I thought that was bogus. You know what I mean? So I'm not rolling with that one. Not rolling with that one at all. Could have been a better film. Should have been. Right? So that's 14. 13 is what? So 13 is The Woman in the Yard. And this is exactly what it is. It's The Woman in the Yard. It literally is about a woman who was just sitting in the yard, chilling. So the woman in the yard reveals herself to be Ramona as the embodiment of the corners of Ramona's mind, the scary, most deeply recessed regions of the darkest, most ugliest parts of her damaged psyche. So, yeah, I thought this movie was cool. Like, again, not a lot of, like, obviously these movies are in the back. Like, you know what I mean? These movies are at the bottom of the list, so they aren't my favorite, but it's cool. It's an original story about a widow and mother who's struggling so intensely with her grief and mental health in the wake of her husband's death that it manifests into a veiled specter in her front yard. Yeah, this movie, it was cool, but I ain't gonna lie. It was a part where her son called his mama a bitch, and I was just like, whoa. Like, first of all, you know we already be like, that's some white people shit, right? But then the couple that went, like, he ain't get, I don't know, bro. It's just like, I ain't never had that type of disrespect from my moms, and I could tell a lot of people in the theater, they don't have that disrespect for their moms either. Because I swear to God, when he was like, bitch, everybody in the theater was like, oh, like, that's just like, whoa, you don't call your moms no bitch now. Like, all that other shit, but calling your mom a bitch, that's something your dad will try to kill you over. Like, so, I ain't rolling with that. I did not like that. But it was a cool movie. One little jump scare, but that's about it. One little jump scare. Right. So that's 13. So number 12, Hard Eyes, the Hard Eyes Killer. I did like this movie just because it's exactly what I wanted it to be. A slasher film. Like, dude jealous because I don't even know why he was mad. I'm assuming dude was just mad tight because he ain't got no girlfriend, probably ain't never had no moist on Valentine's Day. So he wanted to take it out on everybody and kill. Salute. I like the premise of it. And plus, I just like a good slasher film. And I thought the two main characters were really good. You know, yeah, so it's a 2025 horror comedy film directed by Josh Rubin, where a mass killer known as the Hard Eyes Killer targets couples on Valentine's Day. The movie follows an ad executive and her romantic colleague as they become the next targets and decide to fight back against the killer. The funny thing about it is they aren't even a couple. So that was like the running gag of the entire movie. Like, we're not a couple. Like, that was funny, and they end up being a couple at the end. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it because it's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's what I wanted it to be. So shout out Hard Eyes, really good. Right? So number 11, we rolling with Novocaine. Right? Novocaine, I like Novocaine. It was a really good movie. Actually, Novocaine was a surprise to me because I didn't know that it was going to be like a like kind of like a romance flick, but it really was. So it's an American action comedy film directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olsen, starring Jack Quaid and Amber Mid-Thunder. And this is an old girl from what's that movie? Predator or Prey. The plot revolves around Nathan Kane, a bank employee who can't feel pain, who embarks on a rescue mission after his co-worker Mid-Thunder is taken hostage during a bank robbery. Come to find out, the co-worker was in on it. Like, that was the funny part. And he was the one he ended up saving. And it was funny because it's just funny because she was in on it the whole time. So it was hilarious. I just kind of thought, I like the idea of he can't feel pain, but he can feel that cooch. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. But yeah, I like Novocaine. You should watch that. Okay, number 10. We going with Snow White. Yep, it cracked. Yep, it cracked my top 10. I really like Snow White. F what the haters gotta say. I really enjoyed Snow White, okay? I really like Snow White. I thought the actress did an amazing job. I thought her singing was well. Her singing was done well. I thought they stuck to the original plot while straying away from it at times very well. So yeah, I messed with it. I like that movie a lot. Now, I haven't watched it since it came on Disney Plus, but I liked it though. It was a really good movie. It was a really good movie. What was and then okay, so then number 9 was Ballerina. I really like Ballerina. It was good enough to make my top 10. It's definitely not one of my favorite John Wick. It's actually at the bottom because it's not even better than the Continental to me. But it was good though, like for what it was. female action flick. Y'all know I love those, but she was cool. I think my problem with the John Wick series is just it's so much shooting, and then so like with the female version of John Wick, it's just so much shooting, and she doesn't carry it as well as Keanu does. So yeah. Okay, next we got Drop. Drop I really liked. So Drop, let's talk about it. So obviously there's like some airdrop type of thing. So Drop is can we get to it? Yo, Gemini be tripping sometimes. Drop is a 2025 American thriller film directed by Christopher Landon and Gillian Jacobs. Or written by Gillian Jacobs and Chris Roach. In the film, a widowed mother receives threatening messages during her first date in years, which causes her to question her date and fear for her safety. And this was crazy too because so her boyfriend or the baby daddy or whatever, he was like real abusive, and he was about to kill the baby, and he ended up like killing himself in front of the baby, like, which I always feel like if you just gonna kill yourself, like just kill yourself. Like, why you gotta kill the baby too, man? But yeah, it was cool though. Leaving her young son Toby at home in the care of her younger sister Jen, Violet arrives at the high-rise restaurant Pilati, ready for a date with a photographer, Henry Campbell, whom she has been talking to via a dating app. As Violet waits for Henry to arrive, she meets bartender Kara, pianist Phil, and fellow diners Connor and Richard. Yeah, this is a good movie. I liked it. It was actually very suspenseful, if I'm just being real. Like, if I'm being honest, it was very suspenseful. So that's my whole thing on it. I liked it. So number 8. Oh, we got The Amateur. Now, The Amateur, I like this movie. I actually want to watch this again. I can't wait till it's streaming. So The Amateur is a 2025 American action thriller film directed by James Hawes based on the 1981 novel of the same name by Robert Little. Or is it Littell? The story follows a CIA cryptographer, Charlie Heller, who, after his wife is killed in a terrorist attack, takes matters into his own hands when his superiors refuse to act. He embarks on a global mission to track down those responsible, using his intelligence as his primary weapon. And obviously his wife was killed in the London terrorist attack. Yeah, Rami Malek killed it. So I've been seeing Rami Malek in the movie since Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, and that's just my own ignorance. Not like he not popping or anything. That's just I haven't seen him in a movie. So seeing him in this was really good, and he really dogged it. Like, I thought he killed this film. Bit of a pussy boy, but he ended up doing his thing. I like when he was like, oh, like he was. It's like he wasn't killing, but he was killing. It's a bit confusing. So, bit confusing, but it is what it is. I liked it though. I liked it. Okay, number 7, we going Captain America: Brave New World. Now I know you guys like, whoa, he got Captain America in his top 5. No, and I like Captain America: Brave New World. Don't get me wrong. The main problem with the movie is, Sam just don't got no. He don't got that. He just don't got no swagger, bro. Like Anthony Mackie as Sam, like he just don't have that pizzazz. You know what I mean? Like Robert Downey, like who else is really like a really good superhero kid? Like he just don't have it, bro. Like I don't know what it is. To me, he don't got it. They needed a cooler Captain America. Like make Captain America cool, or at least give him something. other than Isaiah and Mexican Falcon. Like, give him something other than that. Like, he could have a girlfriend, even have a relationship with a dog or something. I just didn't like his relationships, honestly. Like, or lack thereof on top of that. So that's my big problem with Captain America Brave New World. Should have been better, could have been better, but it wasn't. But it's still in my top 10 movies this year. Because when I watched it at home, really happy watching it at home. And it's the most watched movie on all platforms on Nielsen. Like, the most watched movie since its release. So yeah, I like Captain America Brave New World. So where do we get number 6 from? What's number 6? Hey, and if you're listening, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh, man, I think I messed up. But we're going to keep going. Oh, I was right the whole time. Oh, I messed up my count, y'all. I messed up my count. So we just gonna get to number 5. I think that last one was 6. I missed my count up, but it's cool. So number 5, we got Final Destination Bloodlines. Now this is the important stuff. This is the top 5 here. Top 5. So that means Captain America was just outside my top 5 at number 6. So Final Destination Bloodlines. I love this movie. Now, I love the entire series. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All bangers, right? Let me see. And this is what, the 6th movie? Yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines is the 6th installment in the Final Destination horror franchise. The film follows a college student, Stephanie, who inherits visions of a premonition from her grandmother, revealing a past event where a group of people were saved from a deadly structure of failure. Now death is coming for her family, and she must find a way to break the cycle and save them. So, yeah, I liked it because it started off different than all the other ones. So all the other 5 Final Destinations, they all start off with a premonition. This one, it starts off with a flashback. I don't know if you can say that's a permanent, or I don't know what that is. But it starts off with a flashback of her grandma at whatever I forget what the thing was, but kind of like the stratosphere. And it's just so ironic because it's a crack in the glass on one of the restaurants in the stratosphere. And then when you look at the comments, somebody was like, throw your hands up and shout, because that's the song they were singing when they kept stomping and all that stuff, and the whole thing caved in. So yeah, that was a really good movie, and I like how they tied it all together. I like how they tied it all the way back to the first one and made it a thing. Like I love how they did that. So, you know, it made my man's, who was the coroner, obviously played by Candyman, Tony Todd himself. I thought the way that they made him so important, because he was always checking. He was the coroner. He was always checking, right? Now come to find out, he was checking because he was saved by this person's grandma, and she was saving him, keeping him safe this whole time. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that perspective and how they brought that around. Number 4, man, F1 the movie. I know I just seen it. It's very fresh on the top of my brain, but it's definitely in the top 5. not even gonna hold you. Like, I really enjoyed it. I love the 4D aspect of it. You know, the story was basic, kind of basic, but I mean, Brad Pitt just dominated as far as like he just put on a masterclass when it comes to acting circles around the competition. Okay, so Brad Pitt did his thing. Damson Idris did his thing. Obviously, I just did the review, so we're not gonna talk that much about it. But yeah, F1 was amazing. Go see it. Rounding out the top 3, The Accountant 2. So I had a real big one between this and the next movie. I'm like, which one? So I seen The Accountant 2. Did I see it twice? No, I seen it once, but I watched it again when it came on Prime, because it came on Prime fast as hell. Remember, this movie came out 1 week after Sinners, and it's already been on streaming services for like a few weeks now. Sinners don't go on streaming services until July 4th. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, The Accountant 2 was fire though. Actually, let's give a synopsis. The Accountant 2. I don't know why some of these not coming up. Hopping out with 30 chains on my dread stuck. So Christian Wolf applies his brilliant mind and illegal methods to reconstruct the unsolved puzzle of a treasury's chief's murder. Yeah, I don't think that's what happened in the movie, if I'm just being honest. I know he was trying to save a little kid, and he ended up saving the little kid because the little kid was autistic like him. And I just like how they got the whole like autistic spy school. Like, that shit is tight. I like that. So, and honestly, bro, Ben Affleck and John Berthel, body, like, they were really good together. As far as team ups, it's probably my favorite like duo movie, right? Like, I feel like it's Deadpool and Wolverine, and then The Accountant 2, like, as far as buddy films. So I really like The Accountant 2, man, and it's a brother film too. So please go watch The Accountant 2. It's on Prime right now. But the next one was good old Sinners. So why? Sinners was just a really good film. 2025 American supernatural thriller film directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan in dual roles as twin brothers. Set in 1932 Mississippi Delta, the film follows the brothers as they return to their hometown and encounter a supernatural evil. The film also stars Haley Steinfeld, Jack O'Connell. Yeah, honestly, bro, the music alone in Sinners was just crazy. Like, the music, I told you the only thing I didn't like was the music lesson. Like, I just didn't like that part. Like, it's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't feel like it was needed. Like, once I started seeing motherfuckers on turntables and shit, I'm like, bro, this is 1932. Like, let's keep it in that era. Like, we don't gotta go to the 2020. I don't gotta see people twerking and taking selfies. Like, I didn't need that. Honestly, I did not need that. But it happened, so it is what it is. But it was cool. Could have been better. Should have been better as far as just that part. But the movie, amazing. The movie was amazing. Ryan Coogler balled out, did his thing. And then on top of that, bro, Michael B. Jordan killed a bunch of racist white people at the end. So what else could you want? What else could you want? With a Tommy gun on top of that. Bum, 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 bum. Laying them motherfuckers down. So yeah, I like that. Somebody said he was too buff to be in the 30s. I forget who said that. Was it I think it was Mark Lamont Hill. He said he was too buff. He was like too shredded to be in the 30s. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there was some buff dudes in the 30s. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, people had to have been buff. I don't think they just started working out like in the 60s or 70s. I'm pretty sure bro was doing they push-ups and stuff in the 30s too. So yeah, but it was cool though. I really liked it. And then the number one movie, Thunderbolts. Yep, Thunderbolts, my favorite movie I've seen this year. Mind you, Thunderbolts, I went to go see 3 times. The first time I went in with a little defensive because of Eric Voss. Oh, it's the best movie since Avengers Endgame. It was not, but okay. But it was a really good film, man. The stuff that they did with Bob and all that stuff, man. Yelena, I loved it. Loved it. Ooh, I'm getting tired, y'all. We had to end though, rounding it on 30 minutes. Yeah, I really loved the film, man. It was really good. It really was no flaws, to be honest. Like, maybe it has some nitpicks. You got to go back and listen to my review of it. But yeah, I really loved it. And the third act is what got me, because it's like all this stuff going on, right? But then when he's beating up his darker half, trying to kill his darker half, and Walker was like, "This isn't right." And Yelena break out of the restraints and she grabbed him. She's like, "You're not alone anymore." Oh, now that was cinema. Oh, I love that part. Oh, I loved it. So I love that part so much. So yeah, I really love Thunderbolts, man. I really love Thunderbolts. Like, to be honest, man, Thunderbolts is literally my favorite movie this year. Now, what has a chance to top it? Fantastic Four on the way. But so far, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there is a movie that could top Thunderbolts for me. I'm not sure right now. And I don't know what's coming out. I'd be surprised if Superman, because you know how I feel about DC. I'm going to go see it, but you know how I feel about DC. So I'd be surprised if that tops it. Like I said, Fantastic Four coming up. And I don't really see any movies the rest of this year that'll probably top it. So yeah, I'm interested. Really looking forward to see what else the cinema has to offer. But that is every movie I've seen so far this year, all reviewed, all ranked. So I hope you guys enjoy my ranking. What do you think of the top 5? You know, obviously it got a little scatterbrain in the 10s or whatever. But the top 5, truly legit. What do you think of my top 5, man? I like my top 5. All those movies I would watch again right now. If somebody was like, "Oh, you want to watch Final Destination Bloodlines?" Oh yeah. Oh, you want to watch Sinner? Oh yeah. Oh, you want to watch The Accountant too? Oh yeah. Thunderbolts? Oh yeah. Like, bro, all those movies. Hey, and they need to hurry up and put Thunderbolts on Disney Plus, man. Y'all know ain't nobody watching that shit in theaters, bro. Pack it up. All right, man. So that's it. We about to get up out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please be there for the last 3 episodes of Ironheart. I will be dropping that. So it comes out Tuesday night. And then I'll be Wednesday morning, at least episode, like by Wednesday morning, episode 4 will be out. And then probably drop episode 5 and then 6 right after that. So yeah, man, we got a lot of content, man. Obviously the numbers are what I expected for Ironheart. It's like ain't nobody really checking for it, but it's cool, man. You know we still gonna keep it going. You know how I do. All right, y'all. So believe it till you make believers. I'll see you on the next one.